This is an edgy brownie pan. It's supposed to be able to give brownie lovers that crispy, edgy piece in every bite. I have the best brownies ever. Let's give it a wiggle wiggle. I don't know if it's gonna be even. Let's bake this off though. Want to see the Gadget garage? Hit the subscribe button and I'll show you guys at 1,000,000. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this piece over here. Ooh, so I totally forgot to oil the pan and it looks like it's coming out no problem. Oh man. Basically every piece has the side edge right here and it looks pretty crispity crunchity. See how it's kind of coming away from the sides? 9 out of 10. This is a meat chopper where you're supposed to be able to chop your brick of meat into little bits. But I actually hate single-use products. So I'm gonna see if it could smash other things. Some berries. Okay. It does seem to chop it down quite easily. But now what am I gonna do with some smashed berries? Meat brick, go in it. And you know what goes well with meat bricks? Taco seasoning. Ooh, actually though, it does break it up a lot faster than like a spatula would. The meat kind of goes up the sides a little bit. It kind of mixes it too. The pieces are pretty even. Do I actually like this? Is this kind of good? Cleaning's gonna be a biatch though. I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. This is a 2-in-1 bag sealer and cutter. So when you need your snack, you have your weapon of choice here. It takes 2 AA batteries. Just stick it in. Then you turn it on. I guess that just heats up the sealer. It's a little awkward to use because I can't really find my grip. Okay, now it's going through. Okay. Oh, these cookies are all right. But now let's seal it back up. The on and off switch is kind of flimsy. Guess you just kind of press down really hard. Ooh, it's like melting the bag. What? Tight seal. It's hot. Whoa, it's almost like a curling iron. Where's a chip clip when you need one? Here. Is it better than one of these guys? Yeah, I'd say so. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. This is a 2-in-1 snack and drink holder. You're supposed to be able to drink and munch at the same time. You know, while you watch a movie or something. And the cool thing is, the anti-aging straw fits perfectly. I'm thinking it's peanut butter jelly time. I think it'll go well with cheesy cow corn with some Sour Patch Kids. And now I'm ready to Netflix and chill. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. This is a jar scraper that looks like a platypus. It's a splatipus. Boing. So I have this jar of peanut butter that barely has anything left in it. And the worst part is, it's all stuck and hard inside. Oh, so far, oh gosh. The spatula part is really flexible and it keeps bending whenever I try to scrape the bottom. The peanut butter is hard. It's more just kind of pushing the peanut butter. The mouth is just too flexible. Let's try it with something softer. Jam. Well, it definitely scrapes and get into every nook and cranny in there. But then again, I feel like any tool could scrape this out, like a spoon. But what I really need is a tool that cleans out stuff like this hard peanut butter jar. So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 10. This is the claw. You're supposed to be able to stab this into your onion and make perfectly even slices without cutting your finger. We start by peeling my onion. So I'm gonna stick it in the center. The problem is it's not wide enough to cover the onion, so we're just gonna free flow it. That's a thick onion. How am I supposed to get all these slices out? What do you need perfectly uniform onion slices for anyways? I guess burgers. Just hold it down and pull out the claw. They're so beautiful, I could cry. The only thing is, I don't like to hold down the center. I'm gonna give the claw 8 out of 10. This is edible glitter for drinks. It's supposed to bejewel your drink and make it shimmer. So we're gonna try it with this sparkly limey. Fizzy. Whoa. Whoa. That is actually really cool. The fizziness just makes it kind of disperse and it almost looks like a potion. But then once it kind of dissolves, all I really see are fizzies. Let's see it on something dark. AI Coke. Ooh, you actually see the glitter a little better. You kind of see it floating there, but like what is even the point? A 5 out of 10. Remember our little piggies? You guys wanted me to try this pigs in a blanket mold to make ice. So since this thing is pretty flimsy, I'm gonna have to support it with like a baking sheet or something. If this works, this is gonna be the cutest little ice cubes. Pigs in a bag. Into the freezer. Ice piggies. Now is this gonna work better as an ice mold or as pigs in a blanket mold? And they're really cute as an ice mold. Oh my gosh. Now I just have to figure out how to make it clear. I love when we celebrate Amazon Prime, so let's upgrade this drink. I'm gonna give this ice mold, hey, this is actually pretty good. 9 out of 10. This is a frywall. It's supposed to protect your stove from getting oil and food splattered all over the place. Fit this into your pan nice and snuggly. You want a side of silicone with your food. Fire up the oil. And I'm gonna test it with these frozen egg rolls that have ice crystals with them. You know what they say about oil and water. It can either go crack-a-lackin' or splittery splattering. Oof, oof, oof! It caught me. Honestly though, oh shoot, I burned it. In the most extreme situation, I'd say it did pretty well, but definitely don't fry icy things at home. 8 out of 10. This is an oil sprayer. You're supposed to be able to spray oil, whoa, like that onto your bread, your salad, your pots, your pans. You know what I thought it would be really fun to try this with? Some butter. Comes with a mini funnel. Before you guys at me and say this is for oil, technically, butter is a fat oiling agent. Now what should I spray butter on? When the butter solidifies, since this is glass, I can just heat it up again. Have some banana bread. Gotta shake it up a little bit. Ooh. So it sprays out into like a circular pattern. It's kind of like a fine hairspray mist. My bread looks nice and buttery. 9 out of 10. This thing right here is a kiwi cutter and peeler. Can I just use a spoon? Let's see how it works. You're supposed to be able to put this whole thing right in the center and then twist it, making sure you don't rip the peel of the kiwi, kind of just bruising it all. You're left with like chunky cuts like this, and then there's juice in the center. There's still a lot of meat left at the bottom. I feel like it's nothing my spoon couldn't do better. I'm gonna give this useless tool 3 out of 10. Remember the world's sharpest knife? Well, it's getting kind of dull. So I'm gonna try to sharpen it with this knife sharpener. You're supposed to put the knife in this slot right here. There's a slot for Asian knives, Euro knives, and then even a polishing and serrated knife. How many strokes before it becomes the world's sharpest knife again? Is this how you sharpen a knife, or do you bring it back and forth? Let's see if it passes the paper test. There you go. Let's see if it'll actually cut through this tomato now. 7 out of 10. This is a butter cutter. You're supposed to be able to cut your stick of butter directly on these wires into the container for perfectly cut slices. All right, here goes nothing. Is it going down? Is it going in? But my butter is pretty cold. How about I just do this? Ooh, that is so satisfying to see. Am I doing this right? It is going through. The instructions are in Japanese, so I have no idea what it says. Okay, yeah, I guess this way is the right way. Push. And I just gave birth to some butter babies. Let's see how easy it is to get it out with a knife to spread it. Whoa. I have to use my hands. But I mean, like, again, who eats butter like this? It would be perfect for pancakes, though. 7 out of 10. This is a zip slicer. You're supposed to be able to put stuff like grapes or tomatoes and cut them really fast. So today, I have what appears to be a combination of both. A grape tomato. There's a part in here that holds everything, so I'm gonna drop it in. Is this actually faster than cutting it one by one, though? It's kind of hard to put them in, like, straight, because they end up flipping once you like put them in. Okay, this thing right here has a serrated blade. Ready for it? Huh? Okay, that just squishes it. It's kind of awkward to use. Basically, I just kind of zip it through like that. It's not that easy to cut. Can't even get it out. And then I just end up getting like uneven cuts like this. I don't know, guys, but I feel like my sharpest knife in the world could have done this a lot better. 3 out of 10. This deadly kitchen gadget is a bagel guillotine. You're supposed to be able to cut the living daylights out of this bagel with just one fell swoop. Uh-oh. It looks like my bagel's a little too fat. Okay. Now, off with your head. that wasn't as smooth as I thought it would be. It definitely cut through, but my bagel's too fresh that it ended up squishing it instead of just cutting it through. But then, like, why would you want a stale bagel to get a smooth cut? It's good. I feel like my knife would do a better job. 6 out of 10. This is a set of sandwich cutters. You're supposed to be able to cut your bread and seal it, but what's cool is that there's multiple sizes. Let's give it a try. We're gonna do a little throwback to my favorite childhood snack here. Gotta make sure we use the creamy stuff that does not tear our bread. Look how smooth it is. Dollop of our strawberry jam. Close her up. I'm gonna use the cutter, get all that crust off. And then with our sealer, just clamp it down. Oh wow. Sandwich dumpling, look how beautiful it is. I personally love the crust, so I'm gonna be eating this part. 7 out of 10. These are the perfect gamer cups if you're clumsy. Apparently these cups come with this stopper right here, so you can drink your liquid like a normal person, but if you were to accidentally knock things down like that, it wouldn't spill over that fast. So let's give it a try. I guess you're supposed to press it down a little bit. You can basically drink from anywhere in this cup because this has like little ridges and opening. Ooh, like that. It goes through super slowly. Let's see if I like knock it over. Okay, it still does spill, but it's not like a whole cup. Obviously, it's not leak proof, but it spills much slower than being completely gone if I were to accidentally knock it over. Honestly, I think this is pretty cool, and you'd have a lot less pee breaks too. 7 out of 10. This is a mini pancake pan. It's supposed to put a smile on your mini pancakes. Mix. I'm gonna make it a party and throw some sprinkles in there. Mix, mix, mix. Then I'll just shave some butter on each face. It's all pretty fast. I'm not really sure how much to put on here. I'm waiting for the pancakes to get bubbly on top. Okay, so you kind of have to really get under it. Oh, look at that face. Okay, so it's not super easy to flip. Well, that's a first. Mini tongs. I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10 because it's cute. This is a banana slicer. You're supposed to get evenly cut slices of bananas for your cereals or pancakes or whatever you need it for. So let's test it out. I guess you gotta peel it first. And then you slide this thing over the shaft of the banana and you chop it off. Oh, that was actually pretty cool. I mean, perfect bananas on perfect stacks. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10. This is a 2-in-1 folding fruit knife and fork. It's not a switchblade, but I guess it could be. You're supposed to be able to cut and peel your fruit and then eat it with this fork. And honestly, it looks like there's a can opener on here, so it's like a 3-in-1 now. Bonus. It's kind of hard to fold in and out, honestly. Okay, so we're gonna try cutting this kiwi. It's actually pretty sharp. Not bad, not bad. Okay, anything harder than a kiwi is a little challenging because I could not cut through this piece right here. Ooh, it just glides through the kiwi. Then fold the knife in, get your fork. So sour. I mean, I feel like this could be like a weapon. 8 out of 10. This chicky is bodiless, but it's supposed to separate my egg whites from the yolks. Let's give it a try. So I crack the egg and then I'm supposed to pour it out through its mouth. Oh my gosh, it's like it's vomiting. Oh, it's like the birdie is spitting up food for its babies. Ugh. I mean, when you separate the egg whites and make it look like this, it's not so appetizing after all. Oh no! What happened? Oh, the inside is actually really sharp that it cracked my egg yolk and there's still some egg whites left in there. You can see how it would puncture the egg yolks. I mean, it's kind of a cute kitchen decor. I'm gonna give this 6 out of 10. This is an eggstractor. It's supposed to peel your hard-boiled eggs. So you're supposed to tap it on this egg piercer here just to like give it a head start. Okay, so it's semi-cracked. So you put it right here and then you put this tube that pumps the pressure out of the egg so that it pops out through this hole. Just like how a chicken would. Ready? Let's. I knew this was too good to be true. Whoa! Okay, well, it definitely did assist in peeling of the egg. I get a slightly deformed egg. I'm not completely sold on it. Perfect egg though. I'm gonna give it 7 out of 10. This is the shredder. You're supposed to be able to use this knife comb to shred green onions. I wish it did more than that, but this is what we have. But I guess you just take it and you just start shredding it. Oh, and it kind of just like pulls the shreds apart, and it works better at a diagonal. Pieces are definitely not even, but then you're supposed to be able to take all these scraggly pieces and make it pretty by dunking it in ice cold water. Boom. Ooh, so it does curl up, giving me Korean barbecue vibes right here. Maybe it'll actually make me like green onions more. I'm gonna give this heckin' shredder 8 out of 10. This is the Dracula. He's supposed to be a garlic crusher. So I guess his head has all of these teeth right here. Not where you think his teeth should go, but it goes in his neck right here. That's how he sucks the blood out of you. What? So here I have my garlic. I wish the Dracula would peel them for me too. But I think his good friend Drag and Roll can help me with this. Make sure you're subscribed because that's coming soon. Okay, let's place our garlic in there. And then he's going to crush them. Is he though? No, it does not come out at the bottom. I wonder what else this could be used for. Oh, wow. Well, so it turns into squished and crushed garlic like this. I mean, you're sure to get some garlic breath right here. They're pretty uneven pieces. It's kind of hard to scrape out. I'm gonna give the Dracula 9 out of 10. This is a latte pen. You can take this birdie and draw designs on your morning latte because you're an artiste. Open this little slot up and then fill it up with spice. I think these are also 2 batteries. I'm gonna fill mine up with pumpkin spice because 'tis the season. I feel like it's a little challenging because the hole is so small and the spice keeps falling out. But there's a little button here and then you can just start drawing. And it just spits up spice. Keep just pouring your milk. Let's get some foam in there. Oh. Oof. All right, I know what I'll do. Oh, it shoots out kind of fast. And then if you want like a cool design, that's a lot of spice. See what I did there? I got a coffee ready for Alyssa. Wow. Here's your pumpkin spice latte. It's so cute. Do you get all the spice in your mouth right away? Not a lot. She seems impressed. I'm gonna give this 8 out of 10. It's cool. This is an egg cracking tool. It kind of looks like a bell actually. Ding, ding. But you're supposed to crack an egg, put it on as a hat, and using this, I guess you call hammer or button, gives it a clean crack all around. So it's kind of hard to hold the egg and do this at the same time. So I'm gonna hold this and try to just put enough pressure on the egg. 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Oh my gosh. Well, it cracked the bottom. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but it's a pretty clean crack. Whew. We're gonna try this again with one hand. Hold it. Nope, not as easy when you're holding it. It's actually a little bit harder and then you can't hit it as hard. I mean, it cracks around, but not all the way around. 5 out of 10. This is a cabbage shredder that looks like a spatula or cleaver. You're supposed to be able to shred your cabbage with these blades right here. I guess you just take the cabbage and just like, whoa! Oh, it kind of just glides through. Oh, wow. And shreds it. This should be called the shredder. Except towards the end, you're supposed to be able to shred other vegetables too. Whoa. Basically, it's like a slicer. I kind of like this. I mean, it's not like very evenly sliced, but it's efficient. 8 out of 10. Because it didn't shred the bottom parts well. This is not a torture device. It's actually a shredder. You're supposed to be able to put your vegetables, I guess like morning glories or even green onions on top of this spike and push it through these shredders. I mean, if this doesn't remind you of a miniature Mr. Beast video, I don't know what does. Okay, so I guess I just place the vegetable on top of that pin thingy and then there's blades all around here and then I just push it through. Oh, wow. Ooh, whoa, ooh, some of it's kind of falling out. Oh no, okay, it's kind of hard to keep it straight. Okay, keep it in the middle, keep it in the middle. This takes a lot of coordination. It's definitely hard to keep it straight. Maybe if I could pull it from this side. No, it kind of works. I'm gonna give this 5 out of 10. This is the highest rated knife on Amazon. It has 57,000 ratings and it's only $11.99. It looks like there's some kind of coating on there. And right here it says high carbon stainless steel. But how does it compare to Japanese Damascus steel? So let's find out. Let's try it on a soft kiwi. Not bad, but I do feel like it's gonna get dull because it just doesn't glide the way that the other knife does. Let's try it on a hard feet. Ooh. Okay, but it did better on that. Like, how's that possible? I'm still skeptical. So let's try it on an onion. Feels a little cheap. But I guess I can't expect much because it's only $11. I just don't think that it's gonna last you very long, so I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. Who needs a knife when you have this strawberry huller? Kind of looks like an injector, to be honest with you. Shaped like a strawberry. It's supposed to pull the stem out of your strawberries without taking all the meat. Okay, so I guess the pointy things just kind of like claw into the strawberries. Oh, twist it. Oh, okay. So you have to kind of press it down all the way. But I mean, it still took out a decent amount of meat. And then you're left with the hole in your heart. Or, I mean, I could just do this. I mean, which one do you guys think is better? 6 out of 10. I'm gonna turn this egg into a square with this egg cuber because squares are just more fun. So it comes with many different parts. I'm not really sure why there's a hole right here. Actually, it just occurred to me, this is to push the egg back out. But you're supposed to put a warm egg. Oh, it's so hot. Okay, right in here, fit snuggly wuggly, plunge it down, and then with this top, you screw it down like a torture device. Oh, wow. So now you're supposed to put it in the fridge for about 15 to 20 minutes for it to set. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's see how our square egg turned out. Okay, that was really simple to take out. And now we just push the egg out. Oh my gosh! Have you guys ever seen those like square watermelons? So cool! Oh my gosh, I love it. But I mean, who eats a square egg? 8 out of 10. Because it's kind of a dumb gadget. This is a slot dog. You're supposed to be able to slice your hot dogs, but why do you need to slice your hot dogs? Okay, so I guess you're supposed to just like crimp it down and like score it. I can't really tell if it's cutting. But then also the packaging says that it only works on hot dogs with no casing. Don't all hot dogs come like this? I mean, you get imprints, but it's not cutting through anything. I'm still trying to figure out what's the point of this because it doesn't really do anything. I mean, like I can't even cut it and I'm putting my whole weight on it. You kind of suck, dog. Okay, just so you guys know, I'm supposed to use it like this. Rock it down from end to end. You're supposed to cut it so that it absorbs more smoky flavors from the grill. It's just smushing. Okay, I got a little cut, but then I'm also just smushing. Honestly, my hot dog is just totally squished and ravaged. So I'm gonna give this 2 out of 10. If you struggle with chopsticks, I got your back. This is a 2-in-1 chopstick fork combination for when you just can't figure out how to use chopsticks. I would say the chopsticks is a little bit harder to use on this one because like it just doesn't really grip it as well. I can't really open it up wide to pick up stuff. This is as far as it goes. So it definitely feels more like tweezers and it like kind of crisscrosses with each other because you can't really get a good grip. These chopsticks are useless, but good thing they have a fork because we can just twirl it up. And since only half of it works, 5 out of 10. This is a tong and spatula all-in-one. Now we've tried a spatula fork thing before, but this is a little bit different. You're supposed to just be able to scoop things up and then grip it like this, but I'm a little skeptical. Also, there's a big tear right here already, so I'm already not gonna point. I'm gonna heat up some pizza. All right, so I'm gonna use this to pick it up. Do you really need a spatula when you have a tongs too? Like, I think it's easier just to grab it like this instead of trying to scoop it up. And plus, every time I try to scoop it up, this thing goes up instead of like laying flat. Okay, I have to push it. Okay, it acts kind of like a blanket and then you just kind of sandwich it like this. I don't know, it's kind of a dumb tool to me. What would you use this for? 2 out of 10. This is the executor. You're supposed to crack the head off of your egg by going like bam. So if you used something kind of like this before and the design didn't really work, with this one, it says that you're supposed to be able to use it on both cooked and raw eggs. Let's try both. Get back here. You're about to be executed. The pressure and impact from the ball crushes it. The hard-boiled egg first. Off with your head. Did that do anything? Oh, it actually just kind of like gripped it. Hey, that's cool. So it didn't crack all the way. I see some cracks right here. Okay, maybe you should hold on to it, but there's a clean crack around here. And I guess you can serve it like this. Let's try it with the raw egg. Definitely cracked. I think you have to do this like 1 or 2 times. This one works a lot better than the other one. Ooh, and you have an intact shell that you could reserve it with a cooked scrambled egg inside. I'm gonna give Dirt Executor 8 out of 10. This is a veggie slicer, but this one cuts it into wedges. I guess it's meant for like vegetable sticks, like these guys. So I'm gonna try to push this carrot stick through. You kind of have to like put it in and then stick it on the blade. It's not that easy. So I'm finding it really hard to balance the carrot. Ugh. Okay, we have our carrot sticks, not perfectly cut. Maybe the cucumber will work a little better. Gotta cut off the tip so it sticks to these blades. Let's see if we can push it straight through. If anything, it's kind of crunching my cucumber, so it's not gonna work with something tall. Oh, okay. So if it's short, it works better, but then it kind of just like pulverizes your vegetable. 3 out of 10. This is an avocado cuber that kind of looks like a tennis or pickleball racket or Freddy Krueger's mask. You're supposed to be able to just imprint this into your avocado to get perfect cubes. You really have to press it down in there. I wonder if it just like scoops it out. Nah, you can't scoop it out. And then you have to go into it with a spoon to scoop it out. Honestly, it seems kind of complicated. And since it's a single-use product, 7 out of 10. This is a mini orange juicer that works in reverse. You're supposed to be able to put your orange in here and let it pump it up so the juices flow down. And then you can pour it out of this spout into your glass. The lemon first, lock it up. The button's right here. What the heck? Okay, there we go. Whoa, it presses it all the way to the top. Let's see how clean it comes out. Let's go straight for the orange. Not bad for battery operated. Whoa. So no pulp in my juice. But this is what you get. Fresh squeeze. I'm gonna give this mini juicer a 9 out of 10. This is a 3-in-1 egg slicer. I normally would slice my eggs straight like this, but then you can also cut it into like this flower slice shape, and then you can even dice it. Let's do the normal straight one first. This is how I normally do it, so I'm not that impressed. I'm curious about this flower shape, but my question is, how come it's not evenly sliced here? Maybe it accounts for the egg angled a little bit. Ooh, that's like really smart engineering right here. So let's dice our egg. You can do it. Oh, okay, there you go. Oof. Ugh, it's messy. Whoa. Overall, I'm gonna give this tool an 8 out of 10. This is the world's smallest and cutest mini multi-cooker. So far, the only thing I don't love is that you cannot take the inner pot out to wash. You're only able to cook 1 cup of rice in here. Gotta use the finger dipping method. You can do white rice, soup, congee, and fondue. And now we wait. So there's no ready light or any indication of whether this is done or not, but it's been like half an hour. Oh, I guess it is done. Oh, wow. If you like crispy rice, there's a crust on the bottom. I mean, it did cook it really fast. It doesn't do a great job. Plus, I can't remove the bowl inside, and I can't get the bottom wet. 5 out of 10. This gadget is gonna help you shoot your shot with eggs. Let's take a crack at it. So there's this little stand right here where you're supposed to be able to hook it onto your bowl and separate your egg yolks into this basket. She's got the egg. She's going for the shot. She shoots. She scores. Well done. And the crowd goes wild. The ball is stuck. Egg whites are not separating. She's pulling down the backboard. Nothing but net. I'm basically an all-star. You have to wrangle it a little bit. Little holes are a little small, but honestly, that was really fun. A 3-pointer. Just kidding. 8 out of 10. This is a Hot Pocket maker where you're supposed to be able to make a Hot Pocket sweet or savory out of anything. In between bread, of course. But I wonder if it'll work with a tortilla for quesadillas. What else can I stick in here? Oh, it's semi-quesadilla. But now, will it pot sticker? Lights on. Hey, not bad. Warm, not hot. Nothing a second round wouldn't solve. But now let's see if it'll pizzafy. I hear some sizzles. Whoa, nice and toasty. Hot, hot, hot. Oh yeah. Oh, this Hot Pocket maker can do more than just Hot Pockets. 9 out of 10. This is a 6-in-1 ultimate bar tool where you're supposed to be able to use even the cover to muddle. It's releasing a lot of juice. At the bottom, there's this little bar here where you can use it to peel. Oh, wow. I've seen the fancy bars do this. Smoky. And then there's also this little tip right here. Makes smaller peels. Looks quite beautiful. Garnish. This circle thing right here is supposed to help you stir. And then there's a built-in knife right here. I would say the slicing is a little dull. And then these holes right here, strain. That doesn't quite work either. I'd say this probably works for about half of them. 7 out of 10. This is a 3-in-1 electric vegetable peeler. Oh my gosh, that is strong. It comes with 3 removable blades. This peels thinner than this. And then it also comes with this julienne blade. So we're gonna test all 3 on this sweet potato. Ooh, oh my gosh, it just like glides through with like no effort. Whoa, oh my gosh. I wonder what the thinner one does. Just shoots it out. Okay, yeah, it's even thinner. So I need to test the smaller one on the carrot because it's softer. I don't really know what I'd use this blade for. Let's try it with julienne. It's struggling with this one. Let's try it with the carrot. Are we getting strips? Yeah. Salad game just got a lot better. So I wonder if this works well in the cucumber too. This blade is useless. 2 out of 3 worked well. 7 out of 10. This is the world's tiniest blender. Here's a banana for scale, but you're supposed to be able to make a real smoothie in this. For ants? The blade is made out of plastic and honestly, it looks kind of like a toy. It could work with soft fruits. Almond milk, the best kind out there. Let's close it up. There's 2 speeds. You have 1 and 2. Let's do 1 first. Oh my god, it's not really doing much. Yeah, let's do 2. Oh my gosh, literally doing nothing. But you're supposed to blend in here. I'm gonna take out some milk and some of the blueberries. Put it on high speed. Oh, what? It's just spinning. It's not really blending. Let's go on low speed. Oh my god, same thing. Oh, now it's kind of moving. Nope. Just spinning. I want this to work, so I'm just gonna blend the bananas by itself. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Nope. Maybe? Not blending. It's too weak to blend. It's more of a toy. 3 out of 10. This is a mug warmer. It actually has almost 60,000 4.5-star reviews on Amazon that says it works pretty well. It's supposed to heat up my lukewarm coffee in about 2 minutes. Done. I see a little bit of condensation here. My mug does feel warm at the bottom. Did it heat up the coffee? It needs more like 5 minutes. But let's see how long it takes to melt butter. Still not melted. Ooh, a little mini hot plate. The bottom has reached liquid form and it's sliding around. 6 minutes and 40 seconds in, it took about 10 minutes to melt 1 tablespoon of butter. What do you know? We have a butter gadget here too. A 9 out of 10. This is a pan organizer that's supposed to help make your drawer aesthetic. Let's cut this off. I already don't like assembling things. Where is this from? IKEA? Oh, is this even gonna fit? Like this? It looks like it's just for frying pans. Oh, this one doesn't fit. Honestly, this one could slide out. A 7 out of 10. These are mini nesting colanders, but you're supposed to be able to use this top to cover your cans and strain out the juices from your beans or any canned goods. Ooh. And then if you want to rinse it out in the can and repeat. Oh my god, that is so satisfying. I like this one. And then the big one, I guess you can just use it as a mini colander. Will it hold the whole can? Nope, not quite. Cute. I guess you can do the same thing for smaller cans. I mostly like it for the straining aspect, not so much the colander. An 8 out of 10. This is an apple core. You're supposed to be able to stick this into the apple and pull out the middle. But you guys know how much I hate single-use products. At least it's not plastic. So I'm also gonna test it on a cucumber. It's not too sharp on the edges. And at the bottom, it has these like opposite direction blades. Either my apple skin is thick or this is not sharp. Huh, am I supposed to do this twice? I don't feel like I got the middle core out yet. It's going from the bottom. I feel like there's better tools out there. Maybe it'll do a better job on a cucumber. 1 out of 10. This is a mini box grater from Japan. It's not like an American box grater, so let's try it on some things. Japanese people grate a lot of ginger. Ooh. The little teeth actually helps the ginger along quite well. And it just knocks it into the little container at the bottom. Fresh ginger. You know what else they also grate? Is an apple for curry. The apple's a little bit softer. It does get stuck on top. These teeth are quite sharp. I wonder how it works on cheese. Oh, it does a pretty good job, huh? This thing does everything. Still don't know what this thing does. A 9 out of 10. This is the world's smallest juicer. Like, it can do vegetables and stuff. There's little suctions at the bottom. It comes with all these parts. The blade is built into this chute. 2 holes, one for the juice and one for the waste. So we're gonna try it on 3 different fruits and vegetables, starting with cucumber since it's all water. Okay, the juices are coming out. Let's release the juice. Not bad for half of a cucumber. The pulp is still pretty wet. Let's try the apple. Interesting. Because the apple is not as watery, it does feel way drier. Got a decent amount from 2 slices, I'd say. Let's see if it can handle a carrot. Is it doing it? It's doing it. I think it did the best job with the apple. The cucumber wasn't great, and I honestly think it just chopped up my carrots really fine. Cheers to health. A 7 out of 10. This is an oil measuring cup that you attach right to the bottle to measure and pour. But since you guys know I hate single-use products, I'm gonna see if this works with vinegar. So it has this silicone flexible attachment, one size fits all type of cap. Not that cute. There's lines right here. 1, 2, 3 tablespoons. Pretty convenient. Ooh. Now I have to figure out how to pour it without pouring it back in the bottle. Rotate your hand to pour from the sprouted side. Oh shit. Okay, this is not working out very easy. Twist, but then aim it into the cup and make sure it pours. Dang, this is, oh my god. That was a lot more than 1 tablespoon. So maybe oil is a little slower. 1 tablespoon. And then you rotate this guy with your hand and pour. You have to have pretty good aim. I mean, why wouldn't I just go like this? A 3 out of 10. These are reusable straws, but these are the world's first reusable cleanable straws. You're supposed to be able to click it open and just run them through water to clean the inside instead of like tediously trying to clean the gunk out of these. Do they leak? And how easy are they to actually clean? I have a medium straw. I think I'm gonna try for the small straw. Matcha. So it's a hard plastic. I can use it to stir. It's interesting. There's this little like slurping sound that comes up. So I feel like air is getting through. Let me try it on the other end. This side is much better. Because this is so close to the clip, there might be like gaps in the air. Then once you submerge it, much better. Boba for our boba straw. This way, and then the clip is up here. So far, no leakage. And I don't get that like air bubble like I did with the small straws. So I wonder if the medium straw would do a little better. Got a couple of bobas. This is probably more for smoothies, but I definitely like how I can clean this. And then it can air dry without molding. 9 out of 10. This is a 3-in-1 vegetable peeler where you're supposed to peel. I'm not really sure what this does. Maybe crinkle cut and shred. We're gonna test it on 3 things from softest to hardest. I'm gonna go first with the veggie peeler, but as I'm peeling, it hits the blade up here. Not bad with the carrot. Let's see the squash. It definitely takes a lot more muscle and pressure. Now let's go with the peeler with the curly side. Oh, wavy. Kind of like a shaver. Can you make curly fries with this? Ooh, crinkle cut. I like this. Oh, can I make crinkle cut veggie chips out of this? Now let's look at the shredder. My blades are already crooked. It gets stuck. Let's try a carrot. Maybe it doesn't work on soft things. Oh, not even cutting through. Definitely does not work on a cucumber or a squash. I'm basically just gonna call this whole thing a carrot tool. A 6 out of 10. This is a butter grater. One, can you believe it? We haven't tried before. It's supposed to grate your butter with 2 different blades. You got this where you grate it, and underneath this lid, we have a butter shaver. Grate or shave, you take your pick. You're supposed to add your butter to the bottom right here. Please fit. Oh, it's kind of shaving my butter a little bit. Is my butter too big? Whoa, add the grater. And now let's grate it on a piece of toast. Ooh. It's like butter spaghetti on here. Would you like some hair on your toast? Let me get that off for you. Ooh, it actually spreads very nicely. It's almost got like a whipped texture. All right, okay. Let me try shaving some. Ooh, I actually like this one a lot better. It's like butter ribbon. But I'm gonna give this butter gadget an 8 out of 10. This is my original brownie edge pan. And this is an even edgier pan where you're supposed to be able to have little pieces of brownies with full-on crispy edges. This is made of silicone, so it's like flexible. But let's see if it actually gives me crispy edges. Whoa. But I don't think I'm supposed to put it like this in the oven. You're actually supposed to put this onto a baking pan before. My bad. Let's see if it gives us those crispy edges. Whoa. Looks like I got puffy. Let's let it cool before we try it. Yeah, just kind of like pushes right out. Edge to edge, crispy on top, and then it looks like we have fudgy at the bottom. I'm gonna give this brownie mold pan a 9 out of 10.